What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, November the 21st. We got 5 games on today's schedule. In-season tournament today. Some interesting matches. We're going to break them down, do some analysis, see if we can find an edge to come up with some winners. As usual, guys, I will be posting my best bet of the day down as a pinned comment on this video about an hour before tip-off. Also down here, as you can see on my Twitter, at Pick'emNBABets. If you guys want, give me a follow there. Before we get started, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, support your guy over here if you appreciate what I do. If you don't have to hit the like button. It's all cool. Guys, let's go make some money. What do you guys say? Let's go. Up first, we got the Toronto Raptors in Orlando taking on the Magic. Magic currently 1.5 point home favorites. I had them favored by 3.5 points. So we can see 2 points off my line estimate with the actual line. The 1.5 points is a little bit low in my opinion. Toronto Raptors 6-7 on the year. 1 game below 500, just 2-3 in their last 5, even though in their last couple of games they have shown some pretty good signs of them possibly turning it around. Just a 3-point loss a couple of games ago against the Celtics in a game where they easily could have won. Made a few mistakes at the end that cost them. And in their last one, took it out on the Pistons, 142-113, a big 29-point win for the Raptors. Back at full strength, they were without Gary Trent and Andrew Anunoby for a few games. Both players back in the lineup. Toronto at full strength. The Orlando Magic are 8-5 on the year, 5th place in the East, 3-game winning streak, 4 wins out of their last 5 games. The team is playing very, very good basketball, very impressive. The Orlando Magic, a bunch of studs. In their last game against the Pacers, blowout win. Actually, the final score doesn't do justice to what exactly happened in that game. It was 128-116. They won by 12, but they had jumped out to a 30-point lead in the first half. It was a no contest from the first few minutes on. Very dominant Orlando Magic. Very impressive win for them. Now in this game, guys, obviously this line, 1.5, it is very low. Like I said, the Raptors have been showing signs that they're ready to turn things around, and I hate that I'm going to have to do this because I really like the Orlando Magic as a team, but I'm going to take Toronto here with the plus 1.5 in this game. I know it looks scary. I know a lot of you probably will not want to follow on this play, but I'm going to take Toronto here with the plus 1.5. Up next, Indiana is in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. The Hawks currently 4-point home favorites. I had them favored by 2.5 points. The Pacers 7-5 on the year, 6th place in the Eastern Conference, 3 wins in their last 5 games. Even though in their last few they have been fairly inconsistent, guys. A couple games ago, beat the Sixers on the road, 132-126. Everything looked promising for the Pacers. Then came back home where usually they are very strong. Taking on the Orlando Magic, got absolutely destroyed in that game. Final score doesn't look that bad, 128-116, just 12 points. But it was not that close. The final score is actually a bit flattering for the Pacers. They got down by 30 pretty much in the first half. Garbage time, they managed to get it down to 12. Fortunately for them, nothing really to report on the injury front. Everyone should be available. The Atlanta Hawks are currently 6-6 on the year at 500. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games. The team has been downtrending, not playing that well. A couple straight losses to the Knicks and the Sixers in their last 2. Over here we see they are 4-point favorites. This is kind of a tough matchup, guys. Both teams very inconsistent. Don't play any defense whatsoever. If they're hitting their shots, they're going to win. If they don't, they can lose and they can get destroyed by pretty much anyone. Now, in this matchup, guys, the over-under is at a huge 251.5. I have no problems taking the over in this game. This is going to be my pick here. Both teams, like I said, 0 defense, run and gun. This should be an entertaining game to watch if you guys like watching offensive basketball. If you guys like defense and more old school fundamental basketball, this is not for you. I'm going to take the over 251.5 here in this game. Up next, Cleveland in Philly taking on the Sixers. Sixers currently 7.5-point home favorites. I had them favored by 6 points. Cleveland 7-6 on the year. 8th place in the Eastern Conference. 4 wins in their last 5 games. 3 straight W's for Cleveland. You can't say they are on an uptrend. The only bad news for Cleveland, they're playing without Donovan Mitchell. He's not going to play tonight either. He missed the team's last game also against the Nuggets. A big 12-point win at home for Cleveland. Nice win for Cleveland, who are without Donovan Mitchell and Caris LeVert. LeVert is listed as questionable for tonight. Very important for this matchup, guys. We're going to have to check his status. Hopefully he plays for Cleveland. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers, 10-3 on the year, 2nd place in the East. 2-game winning streak. They were on a short little 2-game losing streak. Bounced back 2 straight wins on the road against the Hawks and the Nets. Double-digit wins in both those games. Philly looked sharp. In this game, nothing to report on the injury front other than Jesse Smollett. Kelly Oubre Jr. still out with some broken ribs. The Sixers look like they are on an uptrend once again. At home, 6-2, one of the stronger teams in the league, 7.5-point favorites. In this game, guys, it's going to be very important to see if LeVert plays or not. I'm assuming that he does not. This line, guys, is a little high. I'm going to take the Sixers here with the minus 7.5. They have picked things up once again. The Cavs not that strong on the road without Donovan Mitchell. They are going to struggle a bit. Let's take Philly here with the minus 7.5. Up next, the Portland Trailblazers in Phoenix taking on the Suns. The Suns currently 12.5-point home favorites. I had them favored by 12. Portland 3-10 on the year, 7-game losing streak, obviously on a big downtrend. They are not only losing, but they're losing by double digits each of their games. They don't have enough talent right now, guys. We all know they're struggling with injuries. On the injury front, Malcolm Brogdon, at least listed as questionable. There's a chance that he might come back to help the team out, who is lacking talent at the moment. Phoenix Suns 7-6 on the year, 3-game winning streak. Devin Booker back for all 3 of those games. Very high scoring ball games, all 3 of the last ones they've played. Little mini series in Utah. They won both those games, scored 131 in the first one, 140 in the previous one, putting up a lot of points, the Phoenix Suns. Like I mentioned, I do expect them to go on a big winning streak. The 7-6 start is obviously doesn't really represent exactly the level of talent on the Phoenix Suns. I do expect them to be up in the first 3 positions when it's all said and done in the Western Conference. On the injury front, nothing really new to report here. Bradley Beal, like we said, is expected to be out at least for the next 3 weeks. In this ball game, obviously a big mismatch here. The Suns should win this ball game. The 12.5 points, guys, I don't know, guys. The only thing that kind of scares me when we see handicaps like this are backdoor covers in garbage time. This is the only thing that kind of puts me off from taking the Suns, even though my lean is on Phoenix in this game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a play on the under here. Like I mentioned, Phoenix has been scoring a ton of points, but Portland has failed to score 100 in each of their last 4 games. I don't think they're going to help there. And if this game gets out of hand early, Phoenix builds a big lead, then the subs might come in. Obviously can't score the ball the same level as the starters. I think this game could stay under the number 224.5, my pick in this game. Up next, we've got the Utah Jazz in LA taking on the Lakers. Lakers currently 7.5-point home favorites. I had them favored by 6.5. Utah 4-9 on the year, 5 games below 500. Very disappointing start for the Utah Jazz. I did expect them to be a little better than what they are right now. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games, and in their last 2-game losing streak, a little mini series at home against the Phoenix Suns. Dropped both those games. Were competitive in both. Lost each one of them by 3 points. Could have very easily won one, maybe even 2 of those games. Phoenix was better, though, in the end with the details. Utah 2-game losing streak. On the injury report, nothing new to report here. Just Walker Kessler, the center, has been out for a while. Not expected to play tonight either. The Utah Jazz, guys, struggling on the road. Just 1-5. Most of those 5 losses have been blowout losses. We've got to keep that in mind right here. The Lakers, 7.5-point favorites. 8-6 on the year. 6th place in the Western Conference. 4 wins in their last 5 games. 2-game winning streak. The team is on an uptrend. In their last game against Houston, LeBron James made a big play at the end, got fouled, made 1 out of the 2 free throws, gave the Lakers a 1-point win. 7.5 points here, guys, do look a little high in this game. I had them at 6.5, but like I mentioned, the Utah Jazz on the road, completely different than what they are at home. In each of their 5 losses, they have been blowout losses. The only win coming against the Memphis Grizzlies on the road, not playing well. The reason I think for the 7.5-point line, higher, 1 point higher than what my estimate was. In this game, guys, I'm going to take a play here on the Lakers. I know that looks like a lot of points, but like I said, Utah, until they prove to us on the road that they can be competitive, we're going to keep fading them here. I'm going to take the Lakers with the minus 7.5 in this game. And this is what I got for you guys today on this Tuesday, November the 21st. 5 games on today's card. We broke each one of them down, did our analysis, got our picks, and we are ready to roll. As usual, I'll be posting my best bet of the day down as a pinned comment on this video. Also on my Twitter, down here at Pick'emNBA Bets. You guys want to give me a follow? That would be great. I know we dropped our last couple of games, guys, with best bet of the day, but it don't matter. We're going to keep making the correct plays. Winners, we're going to have a lot more winners, guys, on our side than we have losers. We're like a basketball team. We're like one of these teams, guys. We have uptrends, we have downtrends. That all this is completely normal. Even though I like to consider ourselves, we're going to be something like the Boston Celtics of NBA sports betting. We're going to have a lot more winners than we have losers when it's all said and done. I promise you this. So, stay the course, guys. Do not be emotionally attached to your bets, guys. The past is the past. Winners, cool. Losers, part of the game. It's all good. We keep looking forward. What is ahead of us? This is the mentality that we need to have in this game. I'm going to say it once again. I know I've been busting your balls, but this is the truth. This is reality. Now, I'm going to wrap the video up, guys. I've ranted on long enough just for a 5-game schedule. The video is going to be pretty long. I'm going to wish you guys good luck on your plays. Enjoy your day, and I will see you again in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Later.